So, as I've been introduced earlier, my name is Ayoade Kikio David. I was privileged at the time to be the national president of NAOSS national body. And when I served during that time, through that office, I was also privileged to be the chairman of all the 36 states national presidents. So when Emmanuel reached out to me for this conference and told me the topic he wanted me to speak on, so I put it upon myself. It's something I could just think of, okay, how can we improve our campus, our chapter, local chapter, and come up with something. So I said, don't let me limit it to my own understanding. So I reached out to my colleague from Bayelsa, former Bayelsa national president, who's so important. I reached out to the former Ekiti State national president also, Honorable Shas Awolola. And, all of them sent me a whole report paper on what we can do. So you know what I did? I put what they gave me, the two of them gave me, and I added now. And that is what we'll be deliberating on tonight. So I don't want to take the glory alone. So if what I deliver makes sense to you and you think it can help you improve what is not working in the campus, it is not just me. It is coming together of three progressive-minded people that cares about the progress of our association. So don't let me waste much time. So we'll dive in. How we can enjoy this. Guys, senator here, if you are aspiring to be, or you are planning to also serve in the association, not just even house, anywhere in leadership. Um, don't just take it in as head knowledge. Get a pen, get a paper, and put something down. The faintest pencil is sharper than the sharpest brain. So we go straight in. So same association that has been house since day one, still house today, but new realities. So the method that worked during the time of Iwaku, the method that worked during the time of Awudola, the method that worked during the time of Ewa Original is not working now because student behaviors are changing, technology have changed, and so leadership demand also has evolved. But one thing is still constant, and that one thing is that the dream of every university student on any campus find a strong, active, and a caring away family, regardless of any state or anywhere they are schooling. They should feel at home when they join the association and they should feel warm and be proud of it. So today, I'll be sharing with us how we can build that kind of strength. And it's not built by chance, it's built by design. So some of the core problems that we have been facing that is affecting our chapter is we have a very rich history and potential, but the method we are using are still old. So, and all those paraquat arrangements. It is not, it's old and rigid. So you see some campuses, so some chapters are striving. While you go to some places, it's like nearly dead. The call for congresses, they can hardly gather 20 people. So it is, so you see that imbalance flow across board. So once you take away most of the southwest chapters, you see that other chapters that fall outside of those regions barely survive. So um, what we notice is everything. Why it's fading out is because the quality of the leadership we are having at chapter level, and also the quality of system we are having, the culture difference across board. When I was contesting to be NAOSS president, I traveled state, interstate, went to different states, and mingle with different associations. And I was able to see things first and see where the association is flourishing. I go to some school, or just maybe some people just doing it as their thing. So it relies, it varies. And then what I notice is when you put something big in the hand of a small-minded person, it will reduce the thing. It will reduce it. So the quality of our chapter and even national body itself rise and fall on the quality of leadership that we are having. So leadership must have a vision, must have structure, and you must follow it through. Power is perceptive. I used to tell people that are close to me. How you see your office is how others will see the association. So you are an extension of the office you carry. If you are someone that just carry yourself anyhow, even if they give you Nigerian president, they will not value it in the land because you are going to lead the office to your own level of capacity. So we're going to first speak to leadership, then we'll move down to how we can put structure system and also our views, how we can optimize the in-gathering. So I know, we are all leaders here, so everybody knows the definition of leader, and my own basic is leadership is simple. That's just the simple definition. Any definition aside of that is just over beating it or making it difficult for people to understand, please let's mute ourselves so that we can all enjoy this section. So there are 4 Ds of leadership that I want us to take away. Not so this is not leadership anywhere. Leadership in NAOSS is 4D, and if NAOSS is going to thrive in a chapter, you have to hold this 4D. 4D very critical. Number 1 is discipleship. So we must, we say discipleship maybe in church. In our association, if we want it to drive, we must grow people. We must grow people that will grow others. Do the interest, the love of the organization, the association in people. Number 2 is direction. I don't want to start asking questions. How many chapter presidents here have a clear cut, minimum 5 of things you want to achieve before you leave office? Things you want to be reminded of, not your NAOSS day, not those ones. Things impact you want to. So there should be a clear cut direction where we are, where you want to be, where you want to leave the organization as you leave. Number 3 is defend territory. Before I join, and even still now, I'm not a tribalistic person. So if you come and make me a Yoruba person, let's support and or now this, I don't do that. But the moment you wear the cap of I'm a chapter president, I'm a NAOSS president, I'm a NAOSS FinSec, I'm a NAOSS senator, by virtue of that office, you need to be tribalistic. When I mean tribalistic, you need to put NAOSS first because of the virtue of the office. So you have to protect the NAOSS image and then your institution. So before they will say, so the moment you step into that office, you hear that one. I mean, you have to show that love, and with that love, that is what grows the association. And lastly, in the 4D is dividing inheritance. So you must ensure succession. People must collect you. You must make sure that people. I said you bursaries, everything, every little entitlement are not limited to bursary. People should not just come to your meeting for coming sake and they go back. They don't even know the whole essence of coming there. They should go back and create something. Everything is not money. There are systems you can put in place to make sure that people come in, they leave a better person. Something like this. I'm sure a lot of people are going to leave this conference today, become a better person, not even just for now, for themselves, because they are getting quality to go and implement in their own personal life. So define, put value system into your organization and make sure that you are dividing the money. That's how we divide the money. So leave system and not confusion. I always tell people leadership is not position. And this leadership is responsibility, backed by visible results. If you are saying you're a leader and you don't have results to show for it, just taking this truth. Your leadership must be backed by results. You must be result oriented, not be short, too much talk. Visible results. Visible results. Have strong KPI that you are following using to measure your time in office. Because that office, anybody can be there. People have trusted you with your vote, with their votes. So it's not something that you are coerced to do. It's not something that they went to not secret vote and you must join. You must join. You yourself came out and you said you want to serve. If you say you want to serve, do the work because it requires work. And when you put in the work, it will show. So that is that for leadership. I don't want to over-label it so that you can still meet up with the time allotted to me. So I'm going to focus now on what are the pathways of building a strong chapter. To build your chapter, not just managing it at that level. In your school, maybe you have about 20,000 students in your school and you have about 5,000 of those students. But you call for a meeting, hardly will you see 100 people. It's not something it is not normal. We see it is normal, because people feel, but it's not normal. It's something that we can optimize. Something that people are looking forward to want to be part of it. How do you get there? So I put this acronym to it, and why I put acronym is people don't remember what you say, but they remember you make them feel. An acronym is part of how you can leave a summit, leave a conference, and then those things stay with you. Something like every day you can always remember and implement what you do. This let me know if you can hear me. I don't know, so that I'm not just talking to myself. So if we're gonna create a strong pathway to building stronger chapter, there are 3 things that matters. 3 things that you cannot take away. People, system, culture. People, system, culture. People, system, culture. I repeat, people, system, culture. I'll take it one by one and we'll break it down. And I'm sure that this will change the game of how we run things in house across board. It's going to change this. The first thing you need to know about people is people don't care about what you do, what you know about your parapet until they know how much you care about them. I will say that again. People don't care about you, your association, your NAOSS, your anything you are doing until they know how much you care about them. And one thing I want to say to the leadership of our associations. Members are not tools. They are not tools. I made this mistake when I was national president. They are the association with themselves. When you see them as tools, I remember those days we want to go to events. Just give my guys money to go to let go to this. Just mobilize people. They come for program after they are going. Just give them 1,000. No, we see them as tools. Members are don't see them as tools. See them as they are the only reason for gathering. They are the one we are here to represent, and we must represent them well and care about them. How do you care about them? We are saying that people. Number one, in your chapter, early engagement. Early engagement. Early engagement. Promise you before them catch them drunk. Have a strategy for catching them drunk. We used to overlook something. Most of you, especially for people in Futa and during first registration, they come in fellowship, they will come. Come and do free registration for you. We help you get your accommodation, we help you get this thing. This one will come. Organization will come. This guy, we help you do your registration for free. What do you think they are doing? They are doing most of those things. Register their presence in the mind of these people. And remember what I said earlier about what you do, what you guys are doing, until they know how much you care about them. Early engagement. Early engagement. Like, you want to be at their orientation, you want to be in their face. Let them know that there is NAOSS. Some of us, we just handle the organization like a para or something. You just call for meeting, you send to WhatsApp, later you see you don't see people. Let me take, for instance, Futa, for example. Futa, we have about minimum average, graduate. Let's say we have 20,000 students. I'm not sure it's up to that, but I just put that. I'm sure minimum of those students, they're going to check real record, cannot be less than 8,000. Cannot be less than 8,000 students. So, how many people do we used to have in our meetings? I'm sure maybe I'm not sure it's up to 200. I'm not even sure it's up to 200 per Congress. What happened? So, not up. Okay, not up to 200. So, I mean, correct. No. So, what is happening? One, maybe they don't know that we exist. I'm sure, because I'm into marketing full time, and part of what we have tested in marketing is seeing that it's reality. A lot of people need what you have, only if they know that you exist. A lot of people will have loved to be part of that if only they know whether you exist. A lot of people just come in, from class to house, from class to house. People can do that for 5 years and get out of school. They don't know that you exist. So you have to go, like, go out, go to their faces, go to their hostels. Now's your meeting. Make sure that people that don't come is because they have made up their mind not to come, not because they are not aware that the organization exists. Make sure that people that don't join you, they don't join you because they have made up their mind not to be part of you. Anything, association or parapet. Don't let it be because they don't know that you guys exist on campus. Go to hostel, door to door. On those days, students, they here, we having so. Put a week. If you come, this thing is for you, this thing is for you. We are doing wash, let them come. Go to classes. As student union leader, then we will go to classes and who tell you as an house leadership, you cannot. And that 12 years school, go as comrade, you have to have that boldness, courage. I got those things from student unionism. I can enter any classes, mount the podium, 1,005 students in a class, I shout, I address them, they listen. Because they don't know what you want to say. And once they see your goodness, when we can, they will listen. It's until when they say, but this one no concern me, they start doing what they them. Have visible signage. Once you get in like this, you see a big bang of those students. Where we meet, meeting time, this thing. Let it be that people don't join you because they've made up their mind that anything will concern association, I'm not going to be part of this. Don't let it be because they don't exist. And now when technology, tell your signboard, don't just do it like we meet SUG. Put QR code there that anybody walking and see your signboard. Just scan it and automatically it's already in your WhatsApp community. And in that your school, you already have on your WhatsApp community, let's say 1,500 students. When you call for Congress and you make that your Congress look attractive, there is something that people are looking up to come and see. And see at least minimum of 300 people, then we know we're doing something. So make joining be seamless. Seamless. I don't want to over label that. Number two is still under people. Remember, I break it down pathway to creating building stronger structure. People system culture, people system culture. As PSC, people system. But still under people. It's discipleship and mentorship. So peer people, when people just come in and there is no, the fresher just comes to the meeting and you do your talking and everybody feels like it. What happens is they feel like it is in the crowd. They don't, even though people are speaking the same language, but they don't feel connected. Or just take for instance, you have someone that comes to you, he's not even a politics, he's not interested in student politics. And not what you guys are discussing is just politics, this thing. Maybe someone that is in the entertainment line. He does not feel that he belongs there. So have a structure that can accommodate different interests. So someone comes in, is not active student leadership and this thing, his own way is just this thing. Can you have structure that can take care of different expression within the organization? As people come in, hear them. Some people, their own is a FICO here, all this CG way for school. They don't can you create a system that they can find expression within the ambience of the organization. Let people have sense of belonging. Let people have sense of belonging. You know, you know why you go to your school, you don't see courtesies, court group, secret court. You don't see their banner, you don't see their poster anyway. But here they're having membership. Even some of their meetings are more than our host meeting. Do you know how they are able to achieve this kind of system? It is not the money, it is not they're not sharing money. It's just their system they operate that creates those kind of patronage. People comes in, they find sense of belonging. And when I get to culture, I will see explain this thing. So, you see your fellowship, campus fellowship, there in your what gathering. How do you think that? Okay, there's religious and people will do this thing. But if you study what they are doing very well, you will see there are secrets that you can steal from them. What does the fellowship do? Year in, year out. What happened? Auntie B boy is graduating, and sister come to ABU's area. See, me, I'm going to RCF. Auntie B boy bring his sister to RCF. His sister stay in RCF. That is one entry. People that are leaving, don't just leave. Bring them in. Bring them in. Let people have sustainability structure. What is other strategy? You see, pressure system and RCF is already informed. Don't just be looking and not learning. Those people are practicing some system. Then I'm implementing what you do. So also under people also, and I'm happy that we have representative of the national body here. It's not just something that shafters can do. National leadership have roles to play if we don't achieve this. It's going to be outside operation. Number one is we have to show up for them as national leadership. When they are doing good, they are doing many of these things. See, every at national leadership, all the network you have, the assets you have, it's not just for you alone. You have those network, you have those assets to help ease things for them at the chapter level. It might be difficult for a chapter president now to write a letter to someone, maybe a prominent person in town, and they want to attend. Why? Because people have personal pride. Why can't national people message me? Why is it chapter? But as a chapter leadership, you could leverage your own network. As national leadership, there's really with the level of office you carry yourself alone. There's literally nobody want to reach out to in the states. I won't give you this thing. Can't we share those access to the campus level, to our local chapter? Our access is not possible. Not just that they are doing their own activity. Let's be present. Might not be every one of us representative. Let's show up. There is a sense of I don't have this when I go to be able to make some of these their activities, their days, and it starts looking at me like a celebrity. You see, normal members, they are just happy. Like they want to snap national leadership, national leadership. It make them it has a feeling it shows to people, it shows to their members. And it gives them inspiration because some of them you see, some of them grow to I even know many of you know that are in the national leadership. Probably by virtue of okay, you have a foretaste of national leadership at sometimes when you are in your campus level and all these things this for national level. When you inspire people, what happens is they are excited to commitment. When people are not inspired, they aspire. So when there's nothing excited about what they are doing and The whole thing is just like just rigid all this thing. It will not be so. You must so at that point, let as national leadership, let's show up for them. Presence is power. It boosts people's morale and attracts recognition. Imagine national leadership enter school, carry junior boss, national association of Ondo State students, just enter one campus. Who are looking, who are these now? What you are empowering them. You are paying attention to them, and attention is power. And who are these now? You understand? So also in this race, something is happening in their school, they increase their school fees. Don't let it just be nice people that are voicing it as national leadership. Show support. And as you understand, those things has a way of and like I told you earlier, when people don't know how much you care, they don't care what you do. So let's show up for them. And then also let's campuses that are possible. Let's create bridges between the association and the SU student union leadership in this campus. I know there's always strife, especially in institution within university, but there's nothing to bridges. Let me explain it this way. You are into fishing and you are fishing with hook. Hmm? And only catch for yourself and go and eat. That is they call it one tap premium. That is just a one man soul. When you want to go commercial and you're fishing, what you need is you need networking. So when we have opportunity to network, it brings recognition to the organization. There are a lot of things you can leverage on partners because when many companies want to come into this, they are not looking for anything. They are looking for the student union. When you have a solid relationship, there are a lot of things that we can achieve with that and will make happen. So national leadership can foster that relationship. When you, as national president, you visit the school, let your house this thing be with you when you are discussing with the students. Get that mutual relationship with them. And also, most importantly, let there be an open feedback loop between, we are student body, not Okada junior body. The way we do things should be different from how illiterate or um, any other parapro organization do things. I'm sure if I ask any of the senior leaders now what is happening in Uniport NAOSS, you can just give me something because there is no a reporting structured system. You should be able. It's not that maybe they are monitoring spirits. It is a system. It's when there is reporting. It help us to measure, know what is working, what is not working. And the monthly, let every chapter send report to national leadership. Okay, this is our meeting this thing this year, month. These are numbers of people that are coming. These were matters of this thing. This is our projection. This is what those things optimize what we are doing and we can. This is what should be in a student body organization. And then this is to national body. You cannot oversee what you don't see. You cannot oversee what you don't see. So if you say you are deciding as national over design, you don't even know what is going on under you. I just taking it through. You understand? So I'll go straight to system. Remember we're talking about what? PSC. PSA. So people, system, culture, people, system, culture. So system is the backbone for sustainability. So once you don't structure, you will struggle to sustain it. Once you don't have structure to something, you will struggle to sustain it. That's why you see a lot of our society are struggling for sustainability. Maybe this year is vibrant because we have one ginger guy who was South African. After that one go, the thing will go low again. Maybe one guy just come, understand the thing. Just collect the organization, just die am again. The organization will go down, will be silent again. Till another year where we will get one vibrant person to come and pick up. Those things are happening because there's no structure. So if something is important to our association, to your local chapter, there must be a structure for it. Let me ask you, chapter president, you have a structure for or a system for freshers onboarding. When freshers come on board, you have a system for onboarding them. You have a system for executive transition. Okay, you are leaving office now, new face is coming. You have a system for it. You have a system for members registration. You have a system for due collection. You have a system for election conduct. You have a system for national reporting and accountability. Conflict resolution. They tell you two NAOSS people are contesting for SUG president. What will you do? You have a system for it. I like this one, I do not like this one. You already created after the election. Some people will not come. Because there's no fairness. If they have created a system that, okay, when we have situation like this, it must be okay, we go to the record. Who has been this? Who has been this? Okay, what is it? You have a system for it. Anything that is important to the association, make sure you have a system for it. So, and also to the national level, this thing is two-way side. There is a part for the local chapter, there is something also for the national leadership. National leadership, let's integrate at the chapter level in our operation. in our transition process. Don't just use them as tools. Let's integrate them. Don't not just paperwork. Let's involve them. You know what? I'll still talk about this when I get to portion. Àṣà tí a bá fi kọ́ ọmọdé, irú àṣà tí wọ́n máa ń pa àwọn, let's start involving them. Want to do, we are not making wave because we are not making move. There are a lot we can do even with limited or no capital. I just leveraging the platform we have. So, system, not support system. There are a lot of universities, there are a lot of states that we don't have it does not even exist. What should happen in those places? Those places will happen. Just writing in the system. You understand? What system can we put in place to start creating ad hoc committee? Go to that school and plant. See what they do. For some of you that don't have courtesan experience, I've had the experience in the time past. School where they don't get platform. Maybe let's say for Futa now, we don't have social support in Futa. What they will select some men go there, they will go plant and inherit interim leadership. And those interim leadership will build up men, they will start scouting, okay, who can be the number one, who can be the number two, who can be the number two. Those system can work. This is to national leadership. There's nothing we are national, there is no sense in our and ever since then it has been going on, and even we have not really happy on this global president. It is national because it's really national. We have not sat on it so well that we still have a lot of states in Nigeria now that we don't have presence. And we're saying we are global. It is not global. Let's come back to national. You call me, I will answer it because I know I started it, and when we know better, we do better. That one was because of my own past. There is still a lot of work to be done. Let's look at how can we expand it. What system can we put in place to start initiating? We have some strong chapter. Get someone there that is solid. Chapters are not strong by mistake. It's because people there know something. Let them be part of the other committee. Let them start activating new campuses. So I talk about reporting. I don't want to belabor that because I know time is fast. We'll go back to the last one, which is culture. Culture is the lifeblood of relevance. So relevance is sustained by culture. If you want to sustain the relevance of our association, we have to put a culture to it. That is what people do repeatedly without being reminded. You must have a culture of excellence, culture of transparency, culture of recognition, culture of communication, culture of collaboration. That is what I'm trying to. And I talk about fellowship. I talk about how courtesans were able to do this. Don't adopt their vices. But there are some things that we can learn from what is making things work. See all these things, it don't sustain year in, year out. They are building churches. Students, there is something to pick from what is working for them. Let's see, let's learn. I've also been asked to talk about use and resources sustainability. So without fund, the vision will become frustration. We are looking after somewhere and you don't have money to run. Want to print letter, there's no money, there's no due. And become frustration. They won't pocket money, you are not using for government association. And be really, really frustrating. So really culture of financial responsibility and innovation. So firstly, if we're going to achieve that, my first solution to that, there must be a national partnership. So what do I mean by that? I did a research. I saw that in 2025, Ondo State government gave 12,000 Ondo State student voucher. I don't know how true that is. I saw it online. And the current president. I don't have those information, but I saw that they gave 12,000 on those students. Where are those 12,000? Are they in our campuses? Are they part of our members when we call for meeting at our chapter level? I don't think so. So I know the registration have now been fully automated, so people just register online. And it's good because online is the future, technology is the future, we must always be. But is there a way, and I'm saying this to the national leadership, is there a way we can route it? This is possible since we want our chapters to grow. People are registering online, but let it be part of their requirement of registration online. That you submit maybe a reference letter from your local chapter or a receipt of your due payment. And we already standardized all our receipt payment, maybe it's one that is approved from national that goes to all chapters. This help sharp because once you know that before you can access your bursary, you have to still route through the local chapter. You will be part of it now. One guy will not just come out of the blue moon and just come on there. This never paid you. You understand? It's something that we can look into. If we can route it, that's part of the requirements for bursary registration. Something that will connect them with the national not just for the degree collection, it makes them associate with them. And once they come to you as national chapter leadership, also you know how to onboard them and get them doctrinated as school members. So number two, also in my strategy for that is school management leverage. So what I mean by this is, so in schools possible, especially for the schools in Ondo State, this can be possible. We can use our political use. We can use our powers at the national level. Let's speak as we know people that we can talk to. They can mandate Ondo State students that if you don't pay your due, you can't collect your clearance or you can't register for the semester. Some schools it's possible. Let's take for example now. I don't know if the South African is and I don't know if they collect dues or if their due is mandatory. At from the state government level, there are political bills that we can put through to make the university management mandate that those students must pay dues. You understand? This is possible. I know it's possible. It works in some places. I know EdTech in that way it works very well. It's part of this mandate. So at national leadership, we are intentional about making sure we sustain and we grow our chapter level. These are committees, committees that we can go in schools that are possible that we have the political will. And it's not even something like possible. It is something that as national leadership we should make us have major responsibility. So especially in Ondo State, no school in Ondo State will have NAOSS and they are not collecting. They are doing it should be something is possible. Where there is will, there is a way. So thirdly is alternative income generation. At national, at chapter level, chapter leadership, don't just focus all your attention on views. There are a lot of ways if you think outside the box that we can also generate income for our chapter. So training can be what is branded. People want to come up with branded and put it. Get people to pay, especially freshers. If once you put this, it's not like you're going to market to go and order for it and buy something. You're not even need to buy anything. Just as they make payment, put a timeline to it. And, we already have a vendor that can help you deliver it, contact it to you, and be a source of generation for the um, association. Cultural events. You understand? When you organize cultural events and plan award to it, invite dignitaries, this also can be able to generate fund for your listing. Write up sponsorship letter, reach out to banks in your school, in your area, people, because you don't know how much people are willing to help you because you are not really going out. Yeah. Start thinking outside the box. Get people, reach out, write letters, do programs. You understand? Alumni that you know that they're already doing well. They left your school, this thing, write letter to them, get their contact, reach out to them. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, you pack it. You can gather 500,000. 500,000 is enough to plan a small program in school that on those students under you. You will be so amazed because they don't even know where the money is coming from. You are making name for yourself because by the time you leave, you are not just living another, you are living your name in gold. So also, I've talked a lot about this thing. So early recruitment. So just to rephrase, early recruitment, catch them young, visible presence, collaboration. You understand? Establish new chapter. That's the national leadership. Let's reactivate domicile for those ones that you see that maybe it's just one president that have been doing president since 1990. Reactivate it. Let's go there, put structure in place, put ad hoc in place, and let's systemize reporting. Reporting is very important. There is no where to do organization in the world today. There is no reporting system. So if the same as student body, we should also okay that let there be transparent finance. It's not that they will not give you the due. Maybe that's when you know that your grandmother swallow shovel. Put transparency to it. When people know that you are transparent with what is entrusted with you. What happens when you go for a congress? You make a printout of okay, this is total money generated during this year's deal. This is our projected plan. This is the implementation strategy. This is when we approve this contractor that is bringing in the supply for us. This is this, this is that. This is the remaining money in the account. This is the bank statement. Transparency. Not because of today, because of tomorrow. And also, let's diversify our income, and as I've explained, let's look at other ways of bringing money into the system. And also, let's have a national slash local partnership synergy. Let's involve them. Not just only when it's election time, start calling them, or when they want to be top blue in national level that we need people to sign, people not to sign. Involve them in things that matter. You want to do, involve them. Okay, maybe you send to delegation, they don't need to come to Akure, we can operate online. Let them be part of this committee, involve this thing. Those things, you don't know how far it goes. We post it on the social media. National body has, I'm part of the planning committee for in charge of security for symposium. You understand? Lastly, before I round up this, let's introduce, we are in the technology world, so let's just keep using the traditional way. Let's involve technology and communication. I don't believe there should be Local chapter now that don't have a WhatsApp platform where all the people are gathered and they pass regular information. Have a channel that can take those channel at least. Make sure it should not be more than less than 1,500. So when you have 1,500 people in your channel that are those students in your campus, you call for meeting. You see 300 people out of 1,500, it's still something. Or your WhatsApp group, you only have 200 people there. And you come for meeting, you now see 20 people. Don't be angry. You understand? There is 10% true. They had the number there. You know, understand? So let's have separate. We can have for announcements when there is opportunity, throw it to them. Those are things that keep people active. Help desk when there is issue. Don't just manage it because you can't handle it. You just might reach out to the national leadership. They might have connections to some of these issues. Every technology from some of these people want to pay this. Don't necessarily have to come to our secretariat. You can create Google Forms, create this thing. You can what to say you cannot have a website for your local chapter. How much is to create a website? You buy domain, how much? Get a template, upload it, put your executive listing. These are small things that optimize Google things. Don't have small thinking. Don't do small things. Start putting full branding. You should have a Instagram page, all your activity. Professionally taken. Put it there. Let's face of the week of now. Don't know if I want fresh and put his name there. NAOSS face of the let people compare. Brand it, package it. You should not go to your Instagram page and the thing is just looking scramful, just 12 followers, and the thing is just looking like it's just one involve people. Make the thing look well. Get someone that knows how to do graphic design. Even canvas there that you can use to put some of these things together without having to pay. Newsletter, digital summary, opportunity of coming event, just packaging you, it will ministry, it will association. You don't know how far packaging can go. When I was actually I'm a packaging person, I don't like doing something scruffy or package tight. Small thing you can make it look so big, especially on media. When you put just little bit detail attention to do some of these things. So I think so that we can also accommodate other people that need to come in. So to round up, every generation must be an improvement of the other. Organization fails because of what? Because they lack potentials. Not because they lack potentials, it's because they stop planning. When they don't have plan and don't make small plan, expand them. Don't be doing something small. Therefore, you want to take the most ugly all in your campus to do your meeting. Expand it. Expand it. When you do your activity excellently, you will attract quality people to your organization. You start seeing people don't when you go for election, you see the kind of people that want to contest to be the president of the organization because you do it excellently. And when you do it skillfully, you don't do it anyhow. And the someone my deep person cannot even come and hate you because the whole place is just looking dirty. And when you call for election, when you call for people will not come. When you package it excellently, you attract good people. Start seeing people top people on campus, they say they want to be in house president. It doesn't just happen because someone packaged. So when you do things excellently, one, you attract quality people, quality sponsors, and lasting impact. And remember this as go to close. People at the heartbeat. System is the skeleton, culture is the spirit. If we get these three right, people, system, culture, NAOSS will not just survive. So a lot of our strengths. I'm leaving you today with all of this, and I hope that as we begin to implement them into what we're doing, we can start getting better, getting more recognized across the board. Long live NAOSS, long live Ondo States. Thank you once again, everyone, for having me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.